So before we start, I will share you the latest news, but I would not say they are the latest news. I would say they are global ones, and I want to start sharing my screen with DeFi Llama overview for locked values, locked money in decentralized protocols. So we see that the number has reached over $87 billion. That's a new record on all blockchain. So of course the leading blockchain is the most of the value is locked in Ethereum protocol. This is quite obvious, and $45 billion are locked out of those 87 are locked in Ethereum protocol. So as for the rest of blockchain, if we look at the chart here, so PancakeSwap is a leading protocol based on Binance Smart Chain, then Venus outside of Ethereum. We have multi-chain protocol out of Arm, which is quite interesting as well. So these are the protocols that are leading outside of Ethereum. So Ethereum is dominating, and I can explain you why. So there are some specific reasons why Ethereum is still dominating, and I believe, so this is my personal belief, it will dominate further on, despite of the high fees and gas price that we have to pay now, and of course small operations, the number of small operations is reducing considerably. So if we continue talking about Ethereum, so the author of that article says that the metric is misleading because there are two things we need to be aware of to be aware of Ethereum. So he says the first point that he says that we need to follow the trends on Twitter, but he says this is not the ideal place for accurate analysis and predictions. So, but on the other hand, it may be very beneficial for market players in terms of we know the mood regarding altcoins, of course, and do the opposite of what the sentiment suggests. So this is the key idea that the author of this article is telling us, that do on the contrary what Twitter trends tell you. So this is quite logical because this is mass psychology. If people buy, we need to sell. If people sell, we need to buy. We need to do on the contrary what most of people do. So this is quite, on the other hand, obvious idea. On the other hand, it's quite wise to do so, and it's not always easy to do like it is recommended. So that's the special thing. All right, and the second idea that he gives in his article is the trend on Ethereum. Well, I personally the believer that Ethereum is underestimated in general, and it's going to be rising soon. And here we have some argument why it's happening. So this chart is showing the supply versus the Ethereum price. We see that those peaks of supply coincide with peaks in price. So that means that the nature of Ethereum is still deflational, so the price is not affected by emission. Well, when we say emission, of course, we mean minting, and we mean a sort of rewards regarding proof of work protocol, and regarding proof of work type Ethereum nature. But we know it's going to be proof of stake soon, and Ethereum is on its way. Another factor that is important regarding Ethereum is the number of institutional investors. So Bitcoin is, as we know, the main institutional investment asset, and Ethereum is becoming the second one, which is quite logical. So, but many people do not think so, and they don't share this idea. So it's very interesting article. If you're interested, I can drop you to the Telegram channel so that you could read on your own. The next interesting news, I think that's one of the global news, not only relating to ongoing news on during this week, about Tether being more transparent after the audit. So we know that they provided the reserves, the amount of $35 billion. But hasn't said exactly what it's invested in. So it's very interesting situation. In a nutshell, I can tell you that this is the audit, that the balance that they're showing at a moment of time, but they're not proving that they constantly own this amount of money, providing the price of stablecoin, USDT, as we know. So this is not what they say, and this is not what they can prove. They can just show their assets, their funds, only in the point of time. This is the main question that stays in our mind and lingers still and still relevant. So this is the main idea about this coin. And of course, we need to be very, very attentive with this stable coin, because our funds, most of our funds, are locked in USDT, and they are locked as a supply for the contracts. So they are collateralized. So we need to be very attentive. Then the next basic news, it's a big news. Of course, you heard about it, that Visa is setting the transactions in USDC via Ethereum blockchain. So it's the point is that Visa is setting up the contracts with several cryptocurrency projects with 50 million people of users. This figure is not big, and it's not small, but enough to start. It's a good point to start if they're going to be operating through stablecoin USDC. You know this coin, the stable coin. That means that they're starting the new era, which is not dependent on the state, and we can do this circle of money transfer without actual dollar, Federal Reserve System in the US, and this news is becoming remarkable in this respect. And of course, they're going to be paying to Ethereum holders in USDT for transactions. This is very interesting news that shows us the new era, the new stage in cryptocurrency development. So coming back to the point, when I believe that Ethereum will raise more, and it is currently underestimated at the current level of 1,800. So this is not definitely the value it's worth. I believe that judging by institutional investors, big players like Visa, I think that MasterCard as the main rival, as the main competitor for Visa, will join this rally as well, maybe with other partners. Like we see global alliances are formed in every area, in every industry. For example, aircraft industry, air companies join through different alliances, so, and offer services together to people, so joint services. The same is happening in the cryptocurrency world. So centralized services, big players, big banks are in the game, and of course they want their share, they want their service, they want their fees. This is a big market to grow. That's why I still believe in bull run at the market. So if it doesn't happen, so don't blame me, but from what I see, this is definitely going to be very interesting rally further on. So let's go to another news. This is decentralized autonomous organization, and Yearn Finance creator introduces new payroll system. Yeah, it's very interesting news because if you remember, I told you about decentralized organizations, and you can watch the video. The value of that innovation is that bonuses and payrolls can be paid to people based on smart chain. Of course, there are always bosses who pay bonuses, but in decentralized organizations, these can be paid based on smart contract. This is a very interesting news. I will drop it. I will drop it to you if you want. So that's it about crypto market and the global news. I wanted to sing